Hello, hello, hello. This is Lee Fuller, aka the Funnel Helper, and I am here today to walk you through something very important. Okay, this can potentially be one of the most important lessons you will learn if you're a small business owner. All right, so I'm going to check to make sure that I'm on camera and everything looking good. And you make sure you're sharing, tell your friends, because this is going to be a good one. All right. So, here we go. And refreshing, make sure. And I think we are good. Hello, this is Lee Fuller, aka Funnel Helper once again. And, man, I'm close. Okay. So, I'm super excited. Make sure everything's good. All right. So, what we're going to be talking about today, is how to identify your target market. And let me tell you why it's important, and then we're going to get into the tactical stuff, because I actually have a framework here that you'll be able to use, and I know it's going to help you. It's helped me. It's helped everyone I've shown it to, so I want to make sure that you're able to see it as well. All right? So, here's what we got. So you must have a target market. So let me tell you why it's important that you have. Hold on. Okay, all right. So let's get into it on why you have to identify your target market, and then I'm going to show you a very easy way to do it. Right. A way to knock it out so that you're not dealing with the customers that are not making you money, and will be dealing with the customers that can help your business grow. All right? Is that something you'd like to find out more about? I hope so. Again, I've turned the camera around. There we go. So I turned the camera around. If I don't see you watching, I may not be able to see your comments, etc. But I want to make sure you're paying attention and that you got this. So why is it important to have identify your target market? So usually what happens is I talk to somebody and I say, hey, you're in business, great. Who is it that your business is for? And they usually say, somebody with a willing attitude, or someone that. So let's say I'm dealing with a coach or something. And, hey, who your business is for? Someone with a positive motivation. Okay? Somebody that has a great heart about what we're talking about. And I'm like, okay. So how do I find that person, on Facebook, right? So do I search for people with good hearts? Right? So it's very important that we have a clear picture of the market that we are going after. All right, so let me up a little bit. So the market that we're going after, and I came up with this little framework for how to do it. And I think, like, when I saw this, I said, you know what? I'm done. This is the best way to do it. I got it from a guy named Frank. Some people call him Kern. I call him Frank because in my head we're real close. You know what I'm saying? We good people. He may not know me yet, but he will. You know what I'm saying? Because the boy I'm moving up. Anyway, so you want to go after one target market for a couple reasons. Number one, because we don't have the budget to go after the whole world, right? It just doesn't happen like that. So when you go to identifying your target market, here are 3 criteria to use in your evaluation process. So I call it the PVP evaluation. Okay? It's the PVP evaluation. And here is what that means. So the first thing you want to look at when you're evaluating your market, or what market you should be targeting, okay? What market you should be placing your budget behind, what market you should be placing your energy and your resources and your time and your energy around. What market should I be focusing on? See, I don't have my water. I usually have my water with me. Today I don't have my water. So what market should we be focusing on? Here's the criteria that we use. The first P. The first P is personal enjoyment. Enjoyment. Right? So, when I'm evaluating the market, I like to find out, hey, you know what? Who do I enjoy working with? Right? If you now think about this. If I many times people leave jobs and they go to jobs or stick around at jobs for certain reasons. One is they enjoy the job, right? They enjoy what they're doing. Okay? Perhaps they enjoy the people they enjoy the people that they're around, right? So in our business, because this is our job, this is our 9 to 5, this is how we generate revenue, it is a good idea to evaluate our markets based on personal enjoyment. Do I enjoy these people? Do I enjoy talking with this individual? Do I enjoy the environment that this market puts me in? That's one evaluation criteria. The next one is the V, right? So the next criteria is V. Is it valuable to the market? Right? How valuable is what you're doing to the market? Okay? Are they willing to pay handsomely or well for what you're doing? Do they recognize the value that you're providing? Is it clear to this person that what you're doing, or this market, is it clear that what you're doing is valuable? Right? So, if you've worked for a job or in your company, you believe that what you do is extremely valuable. I know that what I do for business owners is extremely valuable. However, if I target the wrong person or target the wrong market, they may not see as much value in it as I do. So, let's say you're a relationship coach, right? So, who would see more value in having a coach? Is it a person whose marriage is doing well and, everything's hunky-dory, they got they got the white picket fence, everything's going good? Do they go say, you know what? My marriage is so wonderful. Let me see if I can find a consultant to help make it more wonderful. No, right? So usually, people with happy marriages aren't looking for marriage coaches. It's people that are at the brink of despair. People that are at the cusp of destruction, right? Maybe going through a divorce, or maybe going through a separation, or, some problem is existing in the market, right? So these are the type of people that sees value in what you're offering, right? Dean Jackson has this ebook. It's called Stop Your Divorce, right? So who would look for an ebook called Stop Your Divorce? Somebody that's in fear of their relationship, right? That person would see value in the book, or value in the service, or value in the information. All right. So as we're doing our market evaluation process, we're checking out, making sure that there's personal enjoyment. Right. We're checking out, making sure that this is something that I want to be doing with my 40, 60, 80 hours, however many hours a week you're working. Right. Is it valuable to the people I'm working with? Do they recognize? Do they appreciate me? Do I feel loved? Right? Valuable to the marketplace. And the third P is it profitable? Profitable. You know what? I'm really going to have to start, we look at the we look at the profitability. Bam! I-T-Y. Ability. Ability. Right. So we look at the profitability of the market. Why? Because even if I love this job, I love what I'm doing, if it doesn't, if it isn't profitable, then I really have a hobby. I'm really not in business, right? Or let's say the people see it as very valuable. Oh my goodness. Yes, I do need a house. Yes, I do need a house. But in selling my house, I'm not making enough profit in commissions or whatever to this particular market, right? So the person on the street needs a house. They see much value in having a house, but they can't pay for the house. So it's not profitable, right? So if you have all three of these in your, as you're evaluating a market, so the PVP market evaluation, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to add my own little thing. It's the market evaluation. You know what? I'm going to call it a process. We talked about naming stuff in the last one. If you haven't seen the last one, go back and check it out. So we're going to call this the market evaluation process because I like naming stuff, right? And if you, so you'd be like, you know what? I was listening to the Funnel Helper, and he was talking about the PVP market evaluation process. See what I'm saying? That sounds good, though. I know. You know what I'm saying? Do that process on there. But now you might say, Lee, let me see an example. Okay? Break it down. Let me see an example. You know what? I'm going to do that. Because we're good people. Would you like to do that? I would like to do it. All right, let's go ahead and do it. So let's say I am... So springtime is coming up, right? So springtime is coming up, and let's say I am a pool cleaner, because I clean pools, right? So if I'm a pool cleaner, there are certain markets that I can go into. So maybe, let me think about maybe I clean apartment buildings, right? Apartment buildings. You know what I'm saying? What's another market if I'm a pool cleaner? If I'm a pool cleaner, maybe I deal with, our community, we have a pool. So a community has M's in it. A community pool, right? So maybe I go around to Panther Trace or Avalon Creek or South Bay or South Shore, wherever, and I'm a pool cleaner. Maybe this should be my target market. Let me think about it, right? Or maybe I clean residential pools. Residential. Uh-oh. I could have just said homes, but I went to residential. You see that? Sometimes I'm confident with certain words I'm more confident with. But so we got residential. And next, if I'm a pool cleaner, let me see, what other market can I go at? Let me stop right here. Well, first, another market I can go at as a pool cleaner is maybe I go for rec centers, right? Rec centers, right? Maybe like the YMCA or something, right? So, what I want you to do is look at the process that I just went through as far as this. In your business, try to find markets within your business. Because can a pool cleaner do all these? Yes, right? But is the approach a little different? Yes, right? Is how you sell it a little different? Does your marketing need to look different? Is the sales process a little different for each one of these markets? The answer is yes, right? So one benefit of doing the PVP market evaluation process is it forces you to think through, what are some markets I can go at? All right, so you got that? All right, we got that? So the next thing we want to do is now we want to evaluate it using our PVP process. So I take P, V, P, right? P, V, P, you know what I'm saying? P, V, P, one more time. And this one I'm just going to go, I'll do it over here. P, V, P. All right? So, now, all right, Lee. Now, how do I evaluate this? All right? I'm going to use the purple one. I will use the green one, but I'm going to use the purple one. So, for this one, now what we do is we give each one of our markets that we've identified. Man, I think am I too close? I feel like. That's okay. A couple times I keep going off the screen. I think because I'm animated. See, I like on the TAC Tuesdays when we're able to, I can actually show you how to do some of this stuff, right? Because I do some of this stuff, I think it's fine. You should still be able to see it. So on TAC Thursday, here we go. So the next thing we do is we evaluate based on PVP and we give a number, right? So let's say I'm Pool Cleaner Lee, right? My name is PC Lee. And apartment buildings, do I get personal enjoyment out of apartment buildings? So out of 1 to 10, the apartment buildings, you know what? They're okay, right? Because, people, this all the stuff, the kids are throwing stuff in the apartment. Well, depending on the apartment, right? But let's say at this apartment building, you know what? I enjoy this one. I enjoy the apartment buildings. I'm going to give them an 8. I'm going to give them an 8. One reason I like the apartment buildings is, it's one big pool, right? So I only go to one big pool. So let's look at the community buildings or the community pool. Do I like what enjoyment do I get from the community pool? You know what? I'm a good citizen. You know what I'm saying? I get a lot of enjoyment for the neighborhoods, right? Because, if your neighborhood has a pool in it, maybe you have a different type of clientele. You feel like, hey, I'm really helping this community a lot more. You know what? I'm happy with that. Now, residential, the personal enjoyment for residential, hey, bruh, like for real, the residential, they might get a 5. 5, maybe a 4, right? Because with the residential, I got to worry about dogs. I got to worry about taking all my stuff from the truck and squeezing and going back behind the house, and then I got to, the pool is usually a little smaller and it's just a little more difficult to get to. I got to call ahead and let people know I'm coming, blah, blah, blah. So my personal enjoyment with the pool, it's probably a 5, right? Now, the rec center, my personal enjoyment with the pool, the rec center, let's say this one might be 7, right? Because that pool is big. It is huge. And it takes me a long time, or takes my team a long time. So, personally, I don't like doing it because it's so big. But, so I'm going to give that a 7, right? All right. Value to the market. Okay. Now, the apartment building. Do they appreciate me coming to clean the pool? You know what I'm saying? The owners may appreciate it, and actually the people who come down, they may appreciate it, so we'll call that a 9, The community pool, do they appreciate me coming to it? Well, I definitely know that the owners of the pool, they see value in me coming to do it. The people who are coming and having the birthday parties at the community pool, they see value at me coming to do it, right? Residential, do they see value in me coming to do it? Well, yes, because when they have a party, they want their stuff to look pretty good. Now they don't have as many people see it as the community pool or the apartment buildings, so maybe 8. I'll give them an 8. They see value in it, right? And then at the rec center, they're just like, hey, it's the city code. You know, we've got to get somebody to do it. So, you know, they don't be wanting to, they don't be wanting me to walk through to the back and I'm sweating and stuff. But, you know what I'm saying, they seem like pretty good people. So I'm going to, there's always a guy there that think he know how to do it. He be like, excuse me, sir, are you using the proper PHQ? And I'm like, mind your business. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm not really a pool cleaner, so I'm making this up. Hopefully you're understanding the process, though. So I'm going to give the YMCA, I'm really going to give them, you know, they might get a 7 too, right? So you see what I'm doing? I'm evaluating. So now, profitability, okay? So let's see. The apartment building, how profitable is this? Well, the apartment building, you know, I'm on retainer. They appreciate my stuff. You know, I'm going to give the, profitability. Are they willing to pay for it? You know, apartments, they're willing to pay pretty decently, right? So that market could be a good 8, right? The community pool, they're trying to beat me up on price. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's 3 pool, because it's such a big pool, I'm not making a whole lot of profit on the community pool, right? But it's that steady flow, right? It's that steady flow all year. So I'm not making a whole lot of profit, but I'm going to give them a 7. I'm going to give them, you know what? I'm going to give them a 7, right? I enjoy working with it, but I'm not as profitable because, you know, it's 90 days before I get paid, blah, blah, blah. Residential, now, in the sectors that I'm working, I make decent money, you know what I'm saying? It's cyclical, right? So, you know, I'm really only doing, you know, let's say they're a 6. And then YMCA, hey, the YMCA, they solid. You know what I'm saying? Once they're your dude, they're your dude. Now you take the, hopefully this is a little entertaining because we're talking about the PVP, market evaluation process. But what this is helping you do is, how do I evaluate what market I should be in, right? So now we got to do some calculations. Oh my goodness, I should have pre-did it. But, so now we just do our calculations. So what's that? 16, 9, 25, right? So 18, 7, 26. Wait, 25? 16, 9, 25. 11, 8. Let me see. 11, 8, 19, and 21, right? So 21, 19, 25, and 25. So, if I've done my math correct, you know, and sometimes, but if I've done my math correct and through my evaluation process, guess what markets I'm going to focus my attention on first, right? I'm going to focus my attention on this market, you know, winner, winner, chicken dinner, right here, and then this market. So what does that mean? Hey, I'm a pool owner. Now, am I going to turn down this business? No, I'm not going to turn it down. But the market that I'm going to be intentional about is my apartment buildings and getting into these communities. Do you see how that helps you? You can be you don't have to be so objective. I mean, your numbers is kind of a subjective process, 7 or 9 or 10, but it allows you to make a decision, okay? On Tactical Thursdays, I want to give you ability to make a decision so that we can execute, so that we can actuate and go out and help make you some money. Has this been helpful? If you found this helpful and would like to have somebody work with you, like, hey, you've identified your target market, and now you're like, hey Lee, how do I target the community pool, the HOAs, etc.? Hey, what does a marketing program or marketing package or funnel need to look like if I'm going after apartment buildings, right? If you found this helpful and would like my assistance, you can reach out to me at funnelhelper.com, www.funnelhelpers.com, or fullestextentmedia.com. And so this is really it. I'll probably I can put together a worksheet or something. If you like, just hit me up and like, hey, I really would like a worksheet on that. That's kind of cool. And we can go ahead and get that done. But by walking through the PVP market evaluation process, because I put a name on it, when you can evaluate your markets by your personal enjoyment of what you're doing, by its value to the market, how they see it as valuable, and are they willing to pay, and then profitability, how much you're able to make in the market. All right? That allows you to evaluate a market effectively so that you can target market and go out and build your business. Again, this is Lee Fuller, aka The Funnel Helper. You have been listening to Tactical Thursdays, and I will talk to you next time. All right? Bye.